James Gallo in the Golden West Trailer and Equipment broadcast booth, heading downstairs for the Mad Greek Coaches Show with assistant coach Scott King. Scott, definitely wasn't pretty tonight, but the Warriors do come out with the victory in a shootout 5-4 over the Medicine Hat Tigers. You know, when you dive into this game, is it kind of the first period and then the rest of the hockey game?
Yeah, I thought we came out, had a good start, lots of energy, played well. Then started to turn pucks over, short in the ice. And they credit them. They could have easily packed it in, but they came out in the second period and took it to us and played a really hard game. And, they got a young team with some skill and they work. And obviously that was a real big penalty kill there in overtime and to get to a shootout and then, skills competition after that.
And positives in the first period. I thought the hard work of Harper Lolliker, Tate Schofer, and Josh Hoekstra as well. Some good offensive zone puck management. It seemed as though Moose Jaw was controlling the puck. And did you like the presence inside home plate throughout that first period of play?
Yeah, that was good. It was nice to see Lolly get his first one there. Nice redirect there, a shot from Max. So that'll get him feeling good. But yeah, you're right. We got inside. We had lots of looks. I think it could have been, we could have had a lot more on the board than we did. And then we kind of came out in the second. We looked a little bit flat, but credit Medicine Hat, they took it to us. Coaches must have talked to them after the first period about being heavier and being harder to play against. And they got the puck to the front of our net and made us defend. Like I don't know how many times it was bounced around the blue paint. We just found a way to clear it, but there were some close calls there. So obviously things to look at and things to be better at tomorrow when we play them again.
When you talk about adjustments, what would you like to see in the defensive zone to try and negate some of those turnovers and which allowed Medicine Hat to have some extra time?
I just think we have to have cleaner exits out of the zone. I think there's too many times where we were trying to make rink wide passes that weren't there. Instead of just throwing it up the boards and chip and charge, that's the safe way to play. I think we were trying to be a little bit too cute coming out of our own zone when the plays weren't there, or if it was a tight window. Sometimes you just got to get the puck going north and then just chase it down. So I think we can be better in that area. And then, a little bit heavier in front of our net as well. But that was it was a good hockey game and impressed with that team. They battled over there. So, but like I said, we can be better in a lot of areas.
Gordon, I think when you go in, or Gordon, Scott, when you go into a shootout, I think everybody expects to see Braden Yager and Jagger Furcus. I'd like to ask about Denton Matejchuk. I know you're a skilled guy. That's how you made your money playing professional hockey. Why Denton Matejchuk in the shootout? And just the goal that he scored was a beautiful goal. Why Denton Matejchuk?
Well, I think sometimes, coaches would say that it's got to be forwards, but you're putting out your three best or three most skilled guys. And Dents isn't necessarily a defenseman. He spends a lot of time in the offensive zone with a puck on his stick. And he's always out when we have goalie sessions shooting on the goalie. So he works at his game. And those are the three guys you go to for sure. I thought Furky had him there. It was a nice move, just got his toe on it. And then obviously Yags goes in and squeaks it through his legs, and Dents just freezes him, open up that whole far side there. So three really good moves. All three could have gone in. We were fortunate we got two of them. We got some good saves, and our goalie battled tonight too. So real good win, tough road win. Quick turnaround tomorrow for both teams, but it should be another good one tomorrow night.
Yeah, last comment is I wanted one on Connor Unger. As you said, there was a lot of bodies in front of him in the last 45 minutes of this hockey game. And you think about that penalty kill in overtime. Just a word on Connor and, how big he was tonight for Moose Jaw.
Well, I think it's actually a good lesson for our team about, Medicine Hat crashes net. They throw pucks there from all different spots in the O zone and they crash and they get there. And, a team to have success, we always talk about getting inside. Well, that's getting inside. They're real hard and heavy and they get pucks there. So, Connor had to battle with traffic, with bodies, with people in the blue paint, and still found a way to make saves. So, credit him. He was real good when he needed to be. And, I think we can do a better job on the other end of getting to their front of their net and making it hard on their goalie tomorrow night as well.
Mad Greek Coaches Show with assistant coach Scott King. Scott, congrats on the victory tonight. Good luck tomorrow in the return match back in Moose Jaw.
Thanks, James.